I don't know how good that came out, but either way, I'm reviewing Scarecrows today. This is a movie that, you know, it is on DVD, but as far as obscurity, I don't ever hear too much about this movie. I just think it needs a little bit more attention. So it's not like necessarily like this costs $100 on eBay, or you have to, you know, go to a yard sale to find it or something like that. But it didn't get a DVD release for quite a while. This is the VHS cover, which of course I feel is the superior cover, as always. But, you know, when you think of Scarecrow movies or killer Scarecrow movies, usually everybody thinks about Dark Night of the Scarecrow. And that was a good movie, but it was like a TV movie. You didn't ever see a Scarecrow really kill anybody. You know, it was implied, but you definitely didn't see any like Scarecrow, you know, killing action or anything like that. And you know, this one just you do. You know, it's a pretty good plot. Basically, a military group. I can't remember if it's like the Army or the Marines, but they rob something and end up having a whole bunch of cash. Then one of the crew, you know, they're flying. I can't even remember where they're flying, but basically they're flying in a pretty deserted area over a field, and one of the people takes the money and jumps out of the plane and, you know, tries to screw the rest of the people, keep all the money for himself. So the rest of them go after him, and it just happens to be in a field full of scarecrows. I think it starts out with like 3. Basically, they don't ever really come out and say it, but, you know, eventually they stumble upon this house while they're looking for the guy. And there's always a picture of these 3, you know, hillbilly-looking guys. They keep showing it. The picture cracks at one point after something happens. So you kind of get the feeling like these guys were into some type of black magic or something like that, and that the scarecrows are probably them. But basically, these guys, and there's girls too. I mean, I know there's at least 1 or 2. Females in the group. One of them, the daughter and the father, who's he's like the captain, they get kidnapped by the people to fly him out of there. But as they're trying to find the one guy who stole the money, you know, people start getting picked off. I showed a scene there, one of the scarecrow killings. That was my favorite scene in the movie. But basically they start getting picked off little by little. The scarecrows kill the one guy and gut him and stuff him full of money, and there's money spread out all the place, which everybody's looking for. But as they kill people, they kind of turn them into I don't want to say zombies, but they're walking around. They're not alive. They're gutted and stuffed full of stuff. But basically, it's different. I think it's a good plot, and you know, all around, the only complaints I've heard about this movie is that it's slow and it's dark, meaning like it's too, the lighting's not good. But I mean, they are in the middle of a cornfield. I don't agree with either one of those two. But basically, if you haven't seen this movie, I'd recommend checking it out. This is how I got it when I was looking for it on DVD. I don't know if this is once again, my lighting sucks. I don't know if this is how you originally had to get it, or if this was a bootleg or something like that. But it came along, I don't know if that's any better. It came along with a movie called Garden of the Dead, which is it's alright. It's kind of like a zombie movie. But you know, it came with that. I think the transfer on the new release, I think it was by Warner Brothers, is much better, so check that one out. But I do like the cover on this one a lot better. It's got a scarecrow overlooking the house, and you know, I like the VHS cover the best, but this one's pretty cool. And as usual, they fuck the DVD cover up. Here's the DVD version. As usual, I gotta ask, did the guy who did the cover, did they even have him watch the movie? You know, that's kind of what they look like, but, you know, as shown in the other covers, they have the Scarecrow masks on. I don't I don't know. That just, if I saw that picture, I wouldn't think, oh, Scarecrows from that movie. It's not totally what they look like. I mean, it's not bad, but the worst part of this is, I don't know if you can see this or not, the tagline they put on here. I'm probably not going to be able to focus that so you can read it, but either way, the tagline says they only want a brain, yours. And obviously whoever did that did not see this movie. There's no brain eating or any that's not the motivation at all for the Scarecrows. I mean, they're, you know, basically it's one of those people did something bad movies, and those people are going to pay. You know, the people who stole and are doing the wrong things are the ones that get killed. You know, it's one of those type of movies. And when they kill somebody, as I said, they stuff people. They basically turn them into like human scarecrows, I would say. And some of them, I think, even get put on, you know, the scarecrow stands in the field and all that. So basically, yeah, I don't know what they were thinking with that DVD tagline. There's nothing to do with eating brains. You never see them eating brains. So, once again, the DVD release, cover-wise at least, got screwed up, as it always does. But either way, good movie from the 80s, and the obscure meaning here is just, you don't hear about it a lot. You don't hear it getting mentioned. There's starting to be more Scarecrow movies out there. I haven't seen any of the new ones. They just didn't look that good. If anybody out there has seen them, you know, comment below what you thought of them, or if you have any recommendations. The only other one I know is, as I said, Dark Night of the Scarecrow, and I think this one should get just as much attention, and in my opinion it's the superior movie. So yeah, basically I recommend it. Check it out. I don't think you'll be disappointed, and that's it. Thanks for checking out the video as always.